All right, let's jam it. Let me know if the volume's fine. 3, 2, 8. Hey, hey. God dang. That song is just going to pop so insanely hard live. Your new alarm clock. When I'm thinking about cutting it and dropping it for everyone to download and use as their actual alarms. I just got to talk to Fixed about it. For sure. I think I'm calling it right now. Hear me out. I think Wake Up is going to be the biggest song off this record. I'm just saying. It's going to be the biggest song off the record. I think that it has a ton of potential for like viral clips and stuff. You know? You wish it was longer? I know. But here, so that song initially, The Pit's Gonna Be Dangerous. Dude, that song's gonna pop. That song initially was a trap beat that I wrote forever ago. I wrote it forever ago. It was a trap beat. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Let's see. It was called Menace. I probably don't have it on. Oh, right here. Listen to this. Yeah. No, I was originally doing it for Dead Set. And so that song was a trap beat. And what I want to do, this might be like big spoilers, but this is what happens when I stream and I can't help myself. For the deluxe version of the record, I want to release like a rap version of the song, you know? So yeah, that was originally a trap beat. And I do that all the time. So many songs I do rap beats and turn them into like actual songs. Same with the Defect. I took a trap beat and turned it into a Defect song. So yes, I'm going to take that beat for the deluxe and have someone do a Wake Up trap version. And that's going to pop. And maybe live we do both. You know what I mean? That'd be tight. Apparently Keem can rap. I don't believe him though. 1 in the chat if you think Keem can rap. 2 if you don't. No full instrumental? Oh yeah, we'll do the full instrumentals. I think the instrumentals already drop on like Apple or something. Maybe not. I might be wrong. 3? I think you're right, Final Star. 1 all day. You think he can rap? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But yes, that song is gonna, I think I'm calling it now. Hear me out. I put money on it. I think Wake Up in the end is gonna be the biggest song on the record. Now let's get into this. This one is gonna be an all-time classic for the Browning. Infuse extreme metal with vocals. What subgenres would you suggest would work for that? Some extreme metal vocals in the rap. I mean, I think they go hand in hand. You see so many bands that combine it properly. One of my favorite, Hacktivist. Dude, just do heavy freaking breakdowns with rap over it, and it's gonna be sick. Straight up. This one's gonna go down as an all-time fan favorite, I think.
Singularity. It's too late.
This song just has it all.
It's too late. Humanity will.
You cannot freaking name me a more energetic song than that. That song is freaking crazy, dude. Like, you can't say that you can't show me one more song that has more movement and energy than that song. I'm not talking about the Browning either. I'm just saying in general. And I freaking love the Browning's music so much, dude. So chaotic. It really is. That song has literally everything. I freaking love it. Like, for real, that song just has so much energy. Like, and live, that song just pops, dude. You remember the lyric stream? There we go. Speak Spanish, Johnny. Master of your craft. Hey, I mean, I wrote a lot of this record live on stream. You guys can, I did it a lot on the Browning, or in the Discord. So make sure you guys join the Discord. It's in the description. This stuff is not easy to write, but dude, whenever it comes together, I freaking love it, dude. We're working on the European tour right now. We're working out the details. We want to make sure we do Europe right the first time back in so long. And so just working on it. We'll figure it out. It's going to be announced sometime soon though. Yo, White, what's up, dude? Hello from Russia. What's up, dude? I wish I knew how to say hello in Russian. Yeah, I think the last 2 or 3 albums I wrote live on stream. Let me see if I can change the category. Does YouTube have like categories when you stream, you know, like stream under like RuneScape or anything like that, or is it just like live, you know? I don't know how that works. I don't see anywhere that I can put like RuneScape as the category, but it's fine. It's just live. Yeah. I don't know if there is like a category type thing, but I do think that I said it whenever we finished Hive Mind. I think that Hive Mind is the best Browning song, like that shows what the Browning is. You know what I mean? I would love to stream on Twitch, but dude, that 50% of subs is just ridiculous. And the pre-roll ads, the unavoidable pre-roll ads, F that. Literally like 4-minute pre-roll ads, I'm not doing it. So maybe Kick, but YouTube is pretty good too, because like, you know, if we build up a big live stream base here of Browning fans, then whenever we drop songs or shorts or anything like that, we could really get this channel like pumping. You know what I mean? Hive Mind and Poison. I think Poison is a really good song and a really hype song. But just as far as like, what is the Browning? Like if you were to try to show someone a song, be like, this is what the Browning is. I think that Hive Mind is the song that you should show people, you know? You get the package. Yeah. Yeah, the shipping for the pre-orders, a lot of people in the States getting them. I know they're on their way to Europe as well. Carnage, that's what I would say before. Before this album, I would say show people Carnage if you want to show them what the Browning is. But now I think it's Hive Mind. Like, because Poison is good. If you're like, yeah, they're super heavy. Like, maybe if it's someone that likes really heavy stuff, you say, okay, listen to this. Listen how heavy the Browning is. But I think that Hive Mind is the epitome of a Browning song. I really do. Any chances of San Antonio? Yeah, we have a B Market tour in April that we're going to be announcing. So be ready for that. When I show people the Browning, you have to wear your brown pants. We should drop a full brown sweatsuit. Like a tracksuit, or just like sweatpants and a sweatshirt. We should do that. That's a genius idea. I need to write that down. All right, I sent it. Do it. The B Market tour, Best B in Memphis. We're hitting as much as we can. We're hitting all the markets that people say they need. I'm actually super stoked for the tour in April. Straight up, dude. I'm real excited for it. Now here, let's move on to the next song. So Hive Mind, I think, is the Browning. It's the epitome of a Browning song. I say that at the same time that I think that this next song is also the epitome of a Browning song. I'm going to say it. This is my favorite song on this record. I'm just going to say it. This one right here. Favorite song on the record. Yeah. It's so European, dude. This part's gonna pop off live. You have no idea.
They built their thrones with broken bones. They end us lies wrapped in gold. You ignore what you already know. So what you gonna do about it?
Yeah. Hey. 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 God dang, dude. And that part, like, I just love it. Keem posted up a video yesterday of that. So what you gonna do about it? That also, I think we're gonna be able to do a lot of content out of. And I'm gonna make Fixed specifically hit up the sync people to try to get that part on WWE. I'm just saying, like, there's got to be someone that wants to walk out to that crap with WWE. Like, think about that part. Starting here.
They built their thrones with broken bones. They end us lies wrapped in gold. You ignore what you already know. So what you gonna do about it?
That just sounds like WWE, dude. Straight up. It really does. I freaking love that crap. Fix my backup. Browning in Leipzig. Oh, we're going to make it happen. Trust me. Yo, what's up, Matt? Machine. How you doing? Yeah, I think that that song. So on the tour, we're going to record a combination live video. We're going to do a 2-song music video. It's going to be for Wake Up, Fed Up, back to back. Once we release the live music video for that song and Wake Up, I think both the songs are going to pop, dude. Brazil, I would love to. I would love to. Tulsa. I just got back from Tulsa yesterday. I was out there working. Can't wait to see Filth and the Defect. Yo, the Defect is going to be interesting live. That's going to be interesting. Yo, Bobby, what's up? But yeah, I think that Fed Up is Fire Track. I think that's my favorite song. It's just so fun. There's so much going on. Moon will slay. The Defect's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting for me too. It's going to be the busiest I've ever been on tour. Tour is always busy, but like this is going to be another level of busy. But we'll be good. I'm excited for next year. I'm super excited for next year to be full-time musician again and be hanging out with you guys. How so interesting? It's gonna. I mean, I haven't played guitar live in a long time. Before I was a full-time vocalist, I was mainly a guitarist in bands. I played drums in a band, played keyboard guitar in a band, played guitar in a band. I actually was fully intending on being a guitarist forever. And so since I became a vocalist, I kind of fell into being a full-time vocalist, you know. Browning severely underrated. Well, I take that as a compliment. I think this year though is the year that we pop out there though. I really do. 2025, I think we're gonna blow. So even once I became a full-time vocalist, I've always wanted to have another band. I've always wanted to have another band that I was full-time guitarist in. So getting back to playing like guitar live is gonna be interesting. but also playing 2 sets a show pretty much every tour the whole year, because the Browning's headlining a ton next year and I'm having the Defect on all of it. And so just playing 2 sets every day, the timing of my day is going to be very busy, because normally you get to chill after your set or before your set, but now I don't get either of those. So yeah, it's going to be tight. And I think the songs are going to be good, but it's going to be with the Browning, the vibe, there's a vibe definitely, we make it dark and it's, there's a lot of ambience and whatnot, but I think that with the Defect, the ambience in the room is actually going to be the most important part, because there's a lot of soft stuff. And so, the big thing I'm going to work on now is the lighting for the tour, And so I think more so than the music itself, I think the ambience in the room is going to be the most important thing for the Defect. So I'm interested to see how we pull that off and what it's going to actually look like. We have some ideas though, but it's going to be cool. It's going to be different, because like I'm like the Browning, the vibe is easy. I go up there, I yell at people, I tell the crowd to move, get the hands up, it's just. With this, though, there's a lot more soft kind of downtime, there's more intricate than the Browning needs to be. So I'm excited, though. It's going to be cool. I mean, I think you're going to shine. I think so, too. Just going to de-rust. I'm not worried about, like, playing the guitar. I'm just, like, my energy, like, for the people that know me, on and off stage is totally different. But for the Defect, like, I'm not just going to, like the Browning, I run out on the stage and I just start yelling, And with the Defect, it's not going to be that. I have to walk out and be kind of more like just a presence, because obviously Moon is the front. But I don't necessarily want her yelling at the crowd too. So it's like, it's going to be interesting. You're an animal on stage. I'm here for it. Yeah, it's different. Like I'll be chatting with someone, having a good time, going on stage and just start screaming at the top of my lungs. It's definitely a different vibe for the Browning. So the Defect is just, I've never been in a band that the whole point wasn't to mosh, Moon's gonna run out and yell at people. She can do it. Well, see, that's what's weird is like the Browning, it makes sense to do that because it's all about energy and the crowd popping off. The Defect, if the crowd doesn't mosh, it's really not a big deal. It's not the point, It's gonna be, I'm just interested to see it. Got them covered. Hey, there we go. But we're going to start hard promo for the tour, because I need to make sure people show up early to watch the Defect. You're right, Gamma Hammer. The Browning's the one with the sex appeal. All right, next song. Even though I say I think Wake Up's going to be the biggest song on the album, it's going to be hard to surpass this song for a lot of reasons. So realistically, this song is going to be the biggest song on the Browning record, which I ain't too mad about. This song's wild. Let's get it.
What? free from this. When you think so exist.
Yeah. Like, that song is freaking crazy. For the people that watch like my old live streams, you know I've been sitting on that song for a while. And I'll say it right here. I know Shagrath, he's sitting here in the chat. Whenever I was going through old demos that like weren't finished from like End of Existence, I played that one and Shagrath was like, I demand that's on the record. So you guys can thank Shagrath as well for that one for sure being on the record, because like just I had probably the first like 50 seconds to a minute of that song already done. And we had the intro, the synths, the main melody, we had all that. And yeah, I was already talking to Nick Nocturnal about doing like a collab song, right? I was already talking to Nick about doing a collab song, and so a lot of times when you're collabing with people, both people kind of have some demos out there that are worth like investigating to see. And I sent that one to him, and he loved that main melody, that wee. And so I already had about the first minute of the song or so. And then from there, Nick he wrote that main chorus riff, the wee the don't. He wrote all that. Yo, Indy's up in here. And so he wrote the riff, and then he wrote the break, he wrote that, and then the ending breakdown. And so yeah, he basically and then once he sent me those guitars and everything, then I got back in there, did more electronics, kind of worked on a whole bunch of stuff to make it even more Browning style. And yeah, it was a good collab. So he definitely did some stuff that I would not have done. Like that main riff, that sort of concept wasn't even in my head for the chorus. The weenie, the dun, the dun, the dun, the ding, and especially going to the upbeat, the on the second half, dude, I love that crap. Like, that's something I would never do personally, but doing it was so sick. Like, I love that. That just gives it like such a tight vibe. I love that so much. And so the collab with Nick, he definitely really took that concept to another level. We already had that concept for End of Existence, but was really sick. And then that ending breakdown is just ridiculous. And I just knew that the song had viral potential, being a collab with him and everything. So I just knew at some point I had to do some wild vocals. And so those ending vocals are pretty crazy. A lot of pig squeals. And that vocal going into it, I'm just going to say it. That's the hardest freaking vocal, like, going into a breakdown line I've ever done. It's so hard. It's such a good line.
You will finally be free from this. When you think so exist.
Like that. You will finally be free from this when you cease to exist. God dang. The song, so it's called Misery EXE. And my thought was talking about simulation and how, like, we're written into this simulation to suffer, right? So it's the Misery program, the Misery executable file. So Misery EXE, it's about someone that wrote the code for suffering, And so it's so tight. But weird. Let me pull up my thing real quick. I didn't look up, obviously I wouldn't have thought anything possible would come up with like Misery EXE. Like, that's such a specific thing, but look, Let me show you. So whenever you search this Misery EXE, there's some Sonic song in a, it's like Sonic EXE, the Misery, Monday Morning Misery. So, oh, the Misery, Sonic EXE. And so there's some like dance game that has a song, Oh, the Misery, Sonic.exe is the name of the song. Apparently a big song or something. It like shows up nonstop whenever you search for this. I listened to it. I'm like, dude, I wish I would have known what this was before, because the melody in it is actually sick, dude. I would have ripped it off, like, for real. Is the melody gonna play? No. But yeah, I had no idea that was a thing. And then whenever I'm sitting here trying to search for our song, like this Sonic Misery EXE thing is the only thing popping up. It's like Newgrounds old, right? I never knew what it was. Oh, I had it muted. Oh, pog. You can still use it in the future. It's a really good melody though. And so I had no idea that was a thing, but now I kind of want to like use it on something. So do all of you guys know what that was? Like, is that something that I just somehow missed? Like being a perpetually online person back then, and I somehow had no idea what that was? It's old internet meme. How don't I know what that is? Creepypasta? That definitely seemed, especially with it being a dance game, dude. Like, I mean, so much of my life back then was was like DDR and Flash Revolution and Step Mania. Like, how did I miss that? Where's the mute? Oh, there it is. No, where's the dance one? Let me. One of these right here has. Is this it? Dude, that is so hard. You know how, if I would have known that was a thing and I was calling the song Misery EXE, dude, I would have used that somehow. Like, that is such a good melody. Oh, it's an Imagine Dragons song? I guess I'm just way behind on that meme. I had no idea. I thought it was like them sampling like Sonic music or something. Crazy. But yeah, that blew my mind. I had no idea what that was. Too late for remixes? Not yet. League Series song too? Yes. Oh, was it? All right, Misery EXE is definitely going to be a big song. It goes on to Nick Nocturnal's Spotify profile. And so it's just going to be pushed immensely more than a lot of them. Like, I think the Browning, we have like 160,000 followers on Spotify. Nick has like 150 or something like that. So it just gets pushed doubly pretty much. So that song will be on top of the list for a long time because it's going to be being pushed on Nick's profile and pushed on our profile. So huge benefit doing a collab like that with Nick. It's going to be really good. Next song, I think that this one is going to be like a lot of like proper like Browning fans. I think it's going to be their favorite song for a while too. Yep.
Let me breathe into your bones, whispering to bring you home. You're not alone, alone, alone.
We are lost and abandoned, left to run by the agents. Free will is not free when you're reflected with tyrants. Flaming giant, we must defy them. Honor is our defense of violence. They want it, but rage they need it. Till they forever darkness surrounds.
Let me breathe into your bones, whispering to bring you home. You're not alone in my mind, but you know I'm lost inside, guys.
Zeitgeist, brainwashed in eyesight. Ignore the signs of the imminent timeline. It lives, it thrives. Dark lords, consuming your minds. It will stagnate from you. Your presence is down. Down to
This part's gonna hit.
Your art is where darkness consumes your light. Give me back my life. I will not follow you into oblivion, into the sun.
Breathe into your bones, whispering to bring you home. You're not alone, alone, alone. Let me breathe into your bones.
This part come
whispering to
pop.
bring you home.
Whole crowd bouncing. Up, 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 up. I think that's one of the best breakdowns on the record. That ending breakdown is so sick. Like, after finishing the song and listening, I'm like, God, I should have had that breakdown come in earlier in the song somewhere, you know? It's but it is good to have something at the end and everything that's like surprising and different, but like, man, that breakdown hits so good. But that song, what I noticed from the reactions and stuff, that song just has everyone was talking about the vibe of it. And it's something that I was trying to do more of that I can't get myself to do a lot. And that's just kind of let stuff like ride, you know? I have a big problem with like trying to make stuff change up and be like super sporadic. That song, I was just trying to let it flow, let it go, you know, let it do its thing. And so keep that boom, psh, boom, psh, boom, psh, as much as possible with, and like just trying to not interrupt the groove of the song. So less stop and go and everything. And so that's why I feel like that song is less like chaotic and have like big crazy impacts as a lot of Browning songs, but just kind of lets it chill. Yo, Beach, what's up? So good. And Zowski said that's your favorite song on the record. I definitely, that song, I was kind of hoping though that we'd be able to land like an Octane Radio type thing with it, but it's so hard to get on that crap, you know? What song we talking about? Talking about Omni. I was really hoping we'd be able to land like Octane Radio type crap with that song, but it's really difficult to get it, even with the right song. But that song did wonders for the Defect, helped get the Defect a lot more followers on Spotify. Not saying that we use the Browning to get people to the Defect, but it definitely worked. We hit about 100,000 monthly listeners on the Defect because of that song. And so big time benefit. Come to grips with the close second. That one's pretty interesting, isn't it? The chorus is so good, and it is. And super catchy, bouncy. That song's gonna do really well live. That ending breakdown though is just my favorite crap, dude. Worth it? Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, that ending. Let me play that ending breakdown again, dude. It's so hard.
Let me breathe.
It's just so good. And that her glitched out voice there and everything too. So good. And I'll say, Moon, like, she's gotten so good at singing. For the people that don't know the singer on that song, it's my wife, and me and her have a band called Defect together. And that's like the fourth song she ever sang on in her life. Like, come on, man. It's so good. Is that your favorite from the album? No, it's not. I mean, it is. Every Browning song is my favorite. But each song serves a purpose. So, like, I have favorite Browning songs in different categories, you know? A lot of times my favorite stuff is the stuff that's just going to pop off live, you know? You're a drummer, you love that part? Oh, that. Oh, yeah. Been waiting over 10 years to see the Browning live, and I finally get the chance in January. Couldn't be more excited. It's so crazy to me. We get that so much. This last tour was the best we'd ever done. With merch, numbers, just everything. It was the best tour we'd ever done. The one that we did in April of this year. And so many people came up to me and was like, dude, I've listened to you for 12 years. This is the first time I've had a chance to see you. I'm like, dude, we used to tour so much. But I will say, I am very glad that this is the time that people are getting to come see the Browning, because we are better than ever. It's, you know, we're a 3-piece on that stage and we freaking fill it up, and it's just a good time. Can't wait for Orlando. Heck yeah. For Vibe, you love Anti-Ascendancy. Yeah, and Anti-Ascendancy is probably my favorite song off of End of Existence, and Omni definitely was a follow-up to Anti-Ascendancy. 100%. Cleveland is going to show out. I think Cleveland is the top selling show right now. I need to do an update on the top 5 shows ticket wise on the tour. I think Cleveland is number 1 or number 2. And so the Cleveland used to be the show I'd look forward to every tour, playing at the Agora. 100%. Will Moon see an Anti-Ascendancy or Skybreaker? Well, I don't want any spoilers. But I do think that it's unfortunate, but I don't think we're going to play Anti-Ascendancy anymore, because, like I said, with Omni being kind of like a follow-up to that, Omni gives the same, like, purpose that Anti-Ascendancy did. But what I love about Anti-Ascendancy, that ending breakdown, every single show when the ending breakdown and Anti-Ascendancy hit, the whole crowd is like, oh, dang, you know, because it's so surprising. Someone asked earlier, what songs off this record are we going to play live? Well, I will say that we're playing like an hour and a half on this tour, and this entire album is only 26 minutes. So I think we got room for it. I think we got room for the album. And all these songs are written to be so good live. There's not a single one that we're going to play this whole album. The only thing I'm deciding, maybe you guys can give me your opinion here. Here's the only thing I'm deciding about this album right now for the show. Do we mix them in? Hold on a second. Do we mix them in and do like kind of a combination of old and new, like, or do we just play the new one front to back and then get into old songs for like the last hour? You know? Okay, so all you guys think mix them in, because whenever I saw Monomarth, they were pushing a new album. And what they did is they played their entire new album start to finish, and then they did like a little intermission, and then the second half of their set was all the old bangers. Because I wonder, like, obviously a lot of like serious Browning fans are gonna know like what's new and what's old and everything, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of surface level fans there that might not know if like a song we're playing is a new song or an old song. Make it unpredictable. Honestly, don't know, since there's no Utah. There's going to be Utah, trust me. Your 11-year-old so excited to see you guys in Albuquerque. Dang. Third show of ours. I love that venue too. I think Launchpad in Albuquerque might be my favorite venue in the country. Really. But it's all new songs of them, true. Front to back seems cool too, because I love hearing updated older songs. It's tough to decide whether to do front to back or mix them in. Maybe it can be like, you know, too new, too old, too new, too old. I don't know. It's going to be a long set though. It's going to be a long set. I'm telling you that. All right, next song. This one, I think, is potentially... Do you guys have a live bass player? No. No, we don't. I don't need no live bassist. There's a lot of reasons for it, but the main one being, so the Browning is the most electronic metal band, right? And how many times do people go to a rave and be like, where's the bassist? You know, there's so much bass here. Where's the bassist? You don't need it. Bass is just like a thing that happens, you know? I like the bass because it gives low end, but for us, like, we don't need the actual bass guitar sound. We just need bass, you know? And so we need actual guitar sound, but, you know, so that gives like a purpose, whereas like bass, as an electronic band, electronic bass is like perfect, you know? And so, yeah, no bassist. Saves us a lot of money too, you know. If, you know, I pay my people well, I'll say. And so having one less person out there that I have to pay, you know, makes everybody more money. So, you know, we got kids to feed. And if there's one thing that we can, you know, not have, then we should not have it, just so that we can bring more money home to the kids, you know. German techno gives us enough bass, right? Yeah, no live bassist, you know. I think it's the move for sure. This song, I think, is potentially the heaviest song on the record, which is interesting because it's a weird song. But just the vibe and the breakdowns and just everything about it, I think this is the heaviest song on the record.
Du lügst mich an. The
Who is that? Is that Cortana? God dang it, dude. That song is freaking wild. God dang it, dude. It's weird knowing random peeps listen to my voice. Yeah, so big shout out. The male voice in that song, the German, is our boy Shagrath right here. The female voice is Nader right here. They both killed it. This is why you guys got to be in the Discord, and Discord's in the description. I knew I had this idea to do this kind of like simple chanty part, and it was just going to be You Lie to Me, but then I was like, okay, the German's got to be something similar to that. So put it out there, and of course we got all the Germanies up in the Discord server, and they responded with the perfect voices. They sent me their samples. That is them. That's Shagrath and Nader just absolutely killing it with the perfect German voices. We did a similar thing for Goddess Tot off of End of Existence. Had a whole bunch of people in the Discord send some chanting voices and everything. And so like, yeah, but I love doing that stuff. I love involving everybody into the process, and Shagrath and Nader just killed it. Germany represent. Oh yeah. You're blushing? No, it's perfect. And so I appreciate you guys doing that and helping me out, because it's like I always like putting German in the stuff, but like I sound like way too much like a Midwestern redneck to do it properly. So yeah, very helpful. Oh yeah, we did it on Geist as well. Yeah, and so I love getting the help from y'all. Geist, you know how many people just sent me them go Geist. Love it. I love involving y'all. But yeah, that was awesome. That song is just freaking wild. I think it's gonna be probably my favorite one live. It's just so heavy and just so freaking dirty, dude. He's about to say Geist. Oh yeah. And we have German managers now, and he was like, hey, so for whenever we put out or do this next tour, are you guys going to do another German song? So we might have to write a song specifically to put out whenever we're coming back to Europe, just for some more some Germany represent. So we're probably going to have another one. It's also your best album cover. This one is sick. I like the Omni art. I would say my favorite one from this cycle, though, the Hive Mind artwork is so sick. Like, I think the Hive Mind artwork is so good. Got us taught. We did that one live for a while. It's gonna be really hard to figure out the set list for this tour, like for real. Your voice ain't ready, but who gives a crap? Hey, you freestyled that stuff for this one, and it was literally perfect. It's gonna be real hard to figure this out. Because here's the thing. A lot of you guys know we're gonna be redoing Burn This World and Hypernova, right? And so do I still put those songs on this tour, or do I save those for a specific tour? Make people want it, you know? It's like, what do I do? Do I sprinkle in a bunch of the old stuff, or do I mainly have it as like newer stuff so that whenever we do a Burn This World tour, we do all of that crap live, you know? You sounded very sensual, Nader. It was perfect. I was actually surprised whenever I started putting effects and stuff on your voice. I really didn't have to do a lot to it to make it sound like that. You sounded like the perfect, like, Cortana. I love that Cortana voice thing. It's like exactly what I love trying to make Moon's voice sound like, is that like really robotic-y stuff. So there's some stuff that I do to like flatten it out and make it like real monotone. It was amazing. Your voice sounded perfect with it. Couldn't do it any better. No, I meant Geist. I own the shirt and that it pops in the black light. Do love Omni design. Oh, the Geist artwork. Yes. The Geist artwork, I think, is our most iconic artwork for sure. That's why I still do it on a bunch of merch. It's so sick. Hypernova, right? Oh, Kat was in the Geist and the Goddess Taught chants as well. Yeah, redoing Burn This World and Hypernova. We're going to be doing tours specifically for those, so just want to say the album is good. Quite short, yes. Would be even better if it had some solos. Guitar, synth solos. Bust out the guitar, do some synth solos. Blasphemy. We haven't played Gravedigger in a long time. We still do Bloodlust, but we haven't done Gravedigger in a long time. That definitely is going to be a Germ Money special, I feel like. But yeah, it's short. Guitar solos. I mean, technically there's two like interlude songs. There's an intro that's only like 1:30, and then there's Come to Grips with Death in the End that's like 1:30. So really it's like an 8-song record with 2 interludes. But I'll say there's going to be a really quick follow-up to this record. So it's not like this is the only stuff you're getting in the next 3 years. It's going to be a quick follow-up. The way Fixed, our new label, does their stuff, it's pretty much constant music releasing. I mean, I think we have 2 songs coming out in January, you know? Like, straight up. We have a lot of stuff. We have a lot of stuff that's coming out. Next song. This one is surprising to me. A lot of people are saying this is the favorite. Even Kyle. You guys know Kyle. Even Kyle texted me. He said, yo, I think Apollo's the sleeper on the album, as in like the track no one expects, but then is the pop off. So let's listen to Apollo.
No one
Yeah, Apollo. So crazy. Like, play it again. Runecrafting level. We are sitting at 96. 800k to 97. I'm now 96 agility, 96 rune crafting. Those are the two that I'm going back and forth on right now. We are saving Slayer for last, so that I'm thinking that I'm gonna be able to max while I'm on tour, or I'll be able to max like agility and rune crafting, get those 99 before like all the tour, and then after tour we can just full-time live stream the 99 Slayer grind, and then I'm max. That's my plan. Baller stats, thank you. Yeah, so that song is interesting how it came about, for sure. It's I initially wrote that song with no electronics at all because I was writing songs for Keem to release as a solo music. So we were going to start releasing hardcore Keem solo songs, right? And so I initially wrote that song as what was going to be Keem's first solo song to drop. No synthesizers or anything, just the metal side and like trap beats and stuff. But then whenever I got to really getting down to like where the album was like getting close to the end, I needed to get some stuff out, and I was listening to that like, dude, I feel like if I just add a really sick synth melody to this, it will just be straight up a Browning song. Even bigger fan now. Heck yeah. Well, that's definitely whenever we start doing the live streams on after the tour, you'll be seeing a ton. I used to stream full time on Twitch and did OSRS streams all the time. So we're definitely bringing those back. Just song listening streams and RuneScape. So we're definitely doing that, and it'll be a lot of fun once we're maxed. Faux show. I figured out my grind after maxing too. That'll be another conversation because it's going to be a long one. Iron Man? No, I'm maxing this. I had an Iron Man that I was doing for a long time, and then I just felt like I was wasting my time because I wasn't maxing my main yet, you know? And so, but yeah, so this one was going to be, yeah, we need to do the clan like ASAP. Like, where do I need to go to set that up right now? Because I'll do it. I think it's in Varrock, isn't it? And so originally it was written for Keem, but Keem was just taking too long to do vocals. So I was like, okay, let's try to add a synth melody and see if it sounds like the Browning. That melody that's on there is the very first one, the very first melody. I literally freestyled that first try. Like, it was the first thing I played. I did it on my launch pad. Very first melody I did, and it was like, wait a second, that's literally perfect. And so it was a non-synth, like kind of trying to be hardcore upbeat song, and then add the synth, and it's Browning. Yeah. 100%. And a lot of people are saying it's their favorite. I think it's just because that synth sounds so old school Browning style, you know? Very old school Browning. Off the top of the head, dude, it was the first thing. It was like no joke within the first thing I played. It was wild. Isn't that the one remix of the Resident Evil intro? No. I mean, it does sound similar, but I was just freaking going with it. It wasn't trying to do Resident Evil, but it was close. Close enough. But yeah, that song really pops. The ending. So I kind of wrote the lyrics of that semi as a meme, but not really. Like, you guys know how I am with conspiracies and stuff. And I'm just waiting for someone to look into the lyrics on this album and talk to me about it. Like, so that song, Apollo, I'll just tell you guys here straight up. I mean, it's about like the fake moon landing, right? Whether I believe in the fake moon landing or not, I don't know. But what I'm going to say is that I really like looking into weird conspiracies and understanding why people believe the things that they do. Like, why do people believe the earth is flat? Why do people believe that the moon landing was fake? You know? And so whether I believe in flat earth or anything like that or not is irrelevant to just understanding why people do. And so that's what Apollo is about. Apollo is about fake moon landing. Why Browning? What does it mean? It doesn't mean anything. It was just a road that was by my house whenever I was growing up. There were, oh, yeah, 100%. You talk to me about giants too, Bobby. Like, trust me. But I promise you're going to read the lyrics to death. I love the lyrics on this album are nice. They are probably the most angry lyrics that I've had. But, you know, post-COVID, it's kind of hard not to have some angry lyrics. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you get to talk to me about flat earth, moon landings, giants, hollow earth, hollow moon, like, I love all of this stuff, dude. And so, like, that song kind of touches on a lot of stuff. That song lyrically talks about fake moon landing. It talks about flat earth. It talks about lizard people. It talks about, you know, mass hypnosis. It talks about a whole bunch of stuff. And so I'm waiting for an interviewer to dive into that song and be like, is that song about the moon landing? And then I'm 100% going to, I'm going to just talk the talking points. You just wait for it. Wait for the headlines. Browning are flat earthers. Because I'm just going to convince this person that I believe in it. We prefer to be called reptilians. And so I'm just going to go for the headlines, dude. Those people start freaking, like, asking me questions about flat earth. I'm just going to go down the rabbit hole. Blow his mind? I will. And the Browning comes out as flat earthers and moon deniers. Like, I'll take the headlines, dude. I'll have the media take the bait 100%. And I named that song Apollo with it ideally being pretty obvious what it's about, you know? You can believe in occult things if they exist, most cases not, but still believe. Watch Dan anime and it makes the spirits and occults believing understandable. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to believe it to understand it. And especially coming from someone who does not trust the government, I can totally understand how people can believe all of this stuff. If you deny moon, she's going to be angry. Do not get her talking about the moon landing and stuff, okay? Don't get her on the topic of these things, okay? Because I come from it from an understanding standpoint. She comes from a full-on 100% deep dive belief, you know? You been there? Oh, yeah. Yeah, she loves it. Uh-oh, the floodgates. Oh, yeah, she's all about it. And so, yeah, Apollo, really good song. Poison, I'm very surprised no one talked to me about the meaning of poison, and that's fine. But, like, apparently Molotov Solution just put out a new song, and a bunch of people were raging because it's like a red-pilled song or whatever. I'm like, how did no one talk to me about poison? You work for the government, you don't trust them? Same with Deceiver. Deceiver is very anti-government song, but yeah, Poison, this song, over 2 million streams already. And this song pops off live. You guys have no idea. Like, if you guys haven't seen Poison live yet, you got to. You got to come out. This song is absolutely destroys live. Let's jam it. This is the biggest pop-off ever imaginable.
I will resist until I feel like fucking
just want the whole crowd freaking headbanging here, dude.
I refuse to consume.
That song is just so intense. I love the reaction channels, like their stuff watching that song. Like for real. There's so many things this song could be about, Johnny. Number of the Beast type stuff. Oh yeah. That song is about a lot of stuff. But very certain things. As well. The song makes you think of all your friends I lost to substances. I don't know if that's exactly what you're going for with it. I mean, it definitely had a it does have a straight edge meaning to a degree to it. You know, I'm still straight edge. I've been straight edge forever. And actually Straight Edge Worldwide hit me up about the song and did like an article about the song as well. You know, I guess I don't question the angry lyrics because I too am full of rage. So I'm just like, yes, this is the correct reaction to everything. Yeah. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter what side you're on. The past couple years have been very rage-inducing, and they did that crap on purpose. That's kind of what Deceiver's about as well. Is just they're deceiving the masses into hating everything and hating each other, and it's tough, you know. And so, yeah, I mean, my biggest thing was, you know, I've been very adamant throughout my life about the things I put into my body. And there was a specific thing that happened in recent history where you were being mandated to put something into your body that you didn't want. So it doesn't matter what the poison is. If you're telling me that I have to put something into my body, I'm not doing it. Never have, never will. Doesn't matter what it is. So that's kind of the gist of poison. You know, never fell into peer pressure before, and I'm not going to start now. Doesn't matter who's telling me to do it. And so, yeah. And so I'm just surprised no one raged about it. And I feel like people can understand, you know, especially from that point of view. You know, I've refused to drink alcohol or smoke or do anything like that my entire life. So like, how can I just be forced into putting something into my body that I don't want to, you know? And so that's what that song's about. Nonetheless. And yeah, that song is gonna go down as a big turning point for the Browning and showing people how heavy the Browning really is. Cause I think people don't really think about how heavy the Browning is until they, one, see it live, or two, hear a song like that. And so we knew that with having Hardcore Keem on board, that a lot of people will be checking out the Browning for the first time in a long time. And so I wanted to drop just the heaviest song possible for announcing Hardcore Keem, and it freaking worked, dude. People now are seeing how heavy the Browning really is. Yep. What about beer? No, I don't drink. Never have. Not even a sip. I don't have a problem with anyone doing it. I didn't want to do it, you know. Faux show. All right. Before we start these last two, I'm going to go pee pee. Okay. So give me 1 second. Give me one entire second. World record speed run. Run upstairs, go pee. Rank 1. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Red alert. Yeah, that's what notifies, because while I'm writing music, I have RuneScape up at all times. And so my other screen will flash and say, hey, you need to click on something. Click. Didn't even wash hands. I never wash my hands. Kidding me? You tell me I go to a public restroom, everyone's in there touching their freaking dingers and touching all this other stuff, and you want me to touch anything in there, including the faucet? Not happening. Nope. Anyways. Right? Really like Soul Drift. I'm glad you added some come to grips stuff to the end before it. Right. It's such a good combination, isn't it? That must be why you guys so hardcore. Yes. I mean, for real, like, here's the thing. And this might be a really controversial thing, okay, that I'm about to say here. I know for a fact my body is clean. And as a man, I can go pee without touching anything besides my pants, okay? Why would I walk into a public restroom where there's these freaking 85-year-old dudes in there probably getting crap all over their freaking fingers and stuff and touching things, and I'm just walking in, not touching anything, and then walking out? Why would I wash my hands and touch something? You know what I'm saying? No way you get me in a public restroom touching anything in there at all, including myself. So I don't know. Might be controversial, but if I touch anything, it makes me more dirty than not. The door, well, they have the little foot pedals to open the door. You know what I mean? And I open it with my elbow. Get my elbow dirty, sure. You like to grab the door handles with your mouth? There you go. What level are you? Can I see your stats? Oh, yeah. Here we are. Let me teleport real quick. He doesn't touch the door. I really do kick it. And if I have to flush a toilet, I do it with my foot. I don't touch anything. It's not happening. They don't have touchless faucets where you go. Even then, I mean, I'd have to touch something. But the thing is, even walking, I don't touch anything anyways, even when I'm going. You know, I mean, there's a benefit to being a dude. You know? I don't have to touch anything. My hands are clean. Here's my stats. I'm getting close. Only got 3. Yeah, I know. I'm getting close, dude. You only got 399s? Hey, no XP waste. You better be playing right now. Okay? Do this. I've been on this account for probably like since OSRS came out. So what, like 8-9 years, something like that? You got them oily hands. It's natural. It's natural oils. Come on. Let your body do its thing. I almost hit it in the bathroom door once when I kicked it. Yeah, straight up. Dirty hands because of work. I mean, I'll wash my hands if something happens, you know. But if I'm walking in and just going pee right quick, it's not happening. Been playing for 15 years, just super slowly. Yeah, I'm on old school. I started RuneScape in 2001. I started back in Classic, actually. The first like year that I played or so, I was in Classic. All right, let's listen to the last 2. They don't have the 10-year cape on here. No, I have it on my RS3 account though. All right, these 2, I'm not going to cut between because these 2 go together. Let's jam it. Let's get in the feels.
So drift through the void that's in my head. Come to grips with death and the end. Echoes of time, a fading sound. In the abyss, our souls unbound.
Oh my. It's gonna pop, dude. Hey. Crazy. I think that's my best sounding hardstyle part that I've ever done. Oh, Linda, what's up? Tokyo Soul Drift. I think that's the best sounding hardstyle part I've ever done. I've really gotten up there with the quality of the hardstyle, man. And Come to Grips with Death in the End live is just going to be so tight. It's going to be so tight. Yeah, I would never fear death. That's a throwback to Fearplex. Throwback to Fear. There's a bunch of throwback lyrics on this and the Defect, actually. Drive through your whole apartment at Hive Mind. The Hive Mind hardstyle part is also very next level. Yo, JG, what's up, dude? Hoaxer, album of the year for you. Immense amount of respect, dude. Love your music. When you guys coming through to Dallas? We're coming in January. I don't know the exact date, but do the browning.net/tour. And we're going to be in Dallas in January. Headliner. I can't wait to play these songs live, dude. Really. Defect top. Hey, there we go. You've had the album on repeat last few days. Is it your favorite one so far, Linda? It was the best Browning album. EU's coming. It's we have to do EU right. We have one chance to get back in the market, and it has to be done properly. So it's a lot of work. Yeah, and Hypernova vibes. There is a lot of old school vibes on this song, on this album. There really is. Oh, Ashamed. There you go. I can't wait to remake Ashamed. I do think this is the best Browning album. I'm gonna say it. I also think it's the best one for people that aren't necessarily like big time Browning fans to get into it. I think that we're gonna be able to turn a lot of heads with this one. Any Defect album update? Well, we just dropped a new Defect song. And actually, wait a second.